Today we get to chat with the almighty death metal guitar player who is now playing with Six Feet Under, Jack Owen. He will be discussing Six Feet Under's newest upcoming album, Next to Die, which will be out April 24th. I hope you enjoy.
Hey,
Hi,
hello.
how are you?
Boy, good, except my laptop is still warming up.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
throw some coffee on it, huh? Yeah, see you
Yep.
got some coffee right there. A fun one too. So I have a whole bunch of coffee. I'm surprised I don't have one with me, but I have a whole bunch of coffee mugs, and I usually will pick like just kind of how I feel for the day, you know? Like I have a
Yeah.
really fun Death Clock Duncan Hill's coffee one that I use
Awesome.
a lot.
That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, that one's a really cool one and so fitting.
I do
Friday
collect
the
them.
13th.
It's a weird thing to collect because you get so many. It's like, I've got no more room in the cupboard. What do I get rid of?
Yeah, and then it's almost like a weird sentiment to where, well, I don't want to get rid of this one because yeah,
Yeah. This
yeah,
is
it is silly.
this is Colorado University, Ohio State. I can't get rid of it.
Yeah, Ohio State Buckeyes.
Yeah.
Is that your college team, college football team? I know
Oh,
you like college football.
I like tons of teams, so I have tons of mugs, whatever I
Yeah.
find.
Oh, that's cool. Ohio State for whatever reason is the one that I outside of Boise State because I'm in Boise, Idaho.
Oh,
Um,
cool.
but it was one that I really latched onto because I think it was like 2001 in the main bowl game they played. I think it was Miami, Florida. And it was
Hmm.
like they went into triple overtime. It was one of the best games that I had ever seen. And I just really zeroed in on wanting to watch them from then on out.
Yeah, I think Michael Penix got me back into college football because
It's
he's
fun to
so good.
watch.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're a hockey fan. Oh, hi, Kitty.
Yep. Cat fan, hockey fan, college football fan.
Yeah, that's a good
Sometimes,
trio.
sometimes I'm not a big cat fan.
Same. I have a cat and I mean, I think that's I think that's most people that have cats are sometimes cat fans and sometimes not because they
Yes.
can be. I've had three pit bulls, like pit bull mixed dogs. I always rescue pits from the Humane
Oh,
Society because
cool.
yeah, because I just feel bad that they're always in there and they're the best dogs.
Yeah.
But those three have caused less damage than my one cat in this house.
Hmm. Yeah. This one got into a needle and thread yesterday.
Oh no. Oh, see, now he or she is trying to apologize. I'm sorry for doing that.
Yeah,
I'll
I'm
do it again
sorry.
later, but
I ate 3 feet of thread and almost ate a needle.
oh my gosh, naughty kitty.
Yep.
Oh, well, let's get to the music. So you have
Yeah.
Next to Die coming out next month.
Hmm.
What a fun album that ends so dramatically different. I really, really loved that twist at the end there. That's such a cool song. Will you tell me
Cool.
about it? Was Ill Wishes? Ill Wishes, yeah.
Yeah, you're the first one to touch on that. I'm waiting for the compliments or not compliments
I
on
think
that
it's
one.
such a cool ending. I was just like, oh, wait a minute. And then I had to look. I'm like, is it still yeah, no, it's still them. But
Yep.
I think it
Right.
a beautiful ending to it.
Yeah, it's cool. People are gonna like it or hate it. We were just right. I was compiling stuff, and Chris was like, "Hey, we need a power ballad." And I don't know if he was joking or what. All I said was, "Okay," and I wrote it in an afternoon because it's really a bunch of chords and a clean part.
Yeah.
So it came together quick. I sent it to him. He's like, "Awesome."
Oh
And
my gosh, you guys must
I,
work really well together.
yeah, it's like, yeah, it's pretty much yes or no when I send him something. I'll send him something that sounds like Barracuda by Heart, but the death metal style, and he's like, nah, maybe not. Okay, back to the drawing board.
So
So yeah,
I have to ask, did you do Skin Coffins as well?
I did the music. Chris did the lyrics
Yes.
for that. I
I
think he,
love I love the riffs in that one.
yeah, we need some feedback on the groove side because we're only getting feedback on the death metal side so far. I don't know if it's groovy enough because it's not quite obituary and it's not death metal. I'm not sure where it fits in, but I do like Mind Hell. That's kind of cool.
That one is a cool one, yeah. Well, I think it's kind of sometimes fun to not fit a specific, genre or whatever, because when you're able to kind of have someone more invested just in the song and what you guys are doing versus what category it runs under, I think that that's makes it really special.
Yeah. It was very open after we realized that all the death metal songs couldn't make the cut. It was like groove, power metal. Who knows if we needed a double album? Who knows what would have happened? It could have been like country and western death metal,
My gosh, that'd be fun.
which I can do.
Yeah, no, that, well, I don't doubt it. I mean, you've definitely experimented in lots of different death metal projects.
Mm.
You're someone that is very well respected in the industry. I'm curious because death metal is such a niche, especially for people that don't like metal at all. If someone was to ask you that wasn't a metal person or didn't like death metal, if someone was to ask you to explain to them what it is that you love so much about it or why you feel like it is, a style of music that you want to play, how would you explain it?
Yeah, what makes it so inspirational?
Yeah, for
I was
sure.
telling somebody yesterday, it's good for any time of the day. It can wake you up, it can put you to sleep. It's kind of like white noise sometimes, like when you
Yeah.
drive your baby around. So, I mean, it's good for everything. It can lift you up. It can make you angry. It can take your anger away. It's hard to
Yeah.
say. I mean, I listen to all the albums that I've collected over the years, from Autopsy and Sadist back in the day to Autopsy and Sadist, what they just put out last year, and Obituary. Everybody keeps going. So I don't know. You'd have to go through the evolutionary process that we all did, like going from Iron Maiden and Motorhead to Venom and Slayer into Morbid Angel, and then you'd probably get it.
You're like, okay, you have to sit down and I have to take you on a journey. I can't just explain it in a quick conversation.
Yeah, mine was like pick an album cover that looks better to you, and mine was Iron Fist or Peace of Mind or Number of the Beast. I'll ask some Maiden, and I will. Maiden looks cooler, so I went that way. So I ended up less punky and more technical rock or metal, I guess.
That's about how you had to pick music before, all this streaming stuff. And I loved that. I
Mhm.
remember going to record stores, CD stores, and I would go under the metal section and just, yeah, okay, well that one looks cool. And you're just like, I might be throwing my money away or I might find a gem. And
Yeah,
then I would sometimes go through the thank yous of bands that I did like because they would thank different bands in there and then I'd find new
totally.
bands that way. And it was one of my favorite things about discovering new music. And now it's so different. I mean, it's so
Yeah.
much easier to find music, but it's also, I don't know. I have a pretty sore spot about the streaming thing, as I'm sure all of you guys do too.
Yeah, the royalties statement looks terrible on the Spotify end.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
yeah, back in the day, it was like we would pay 30 or 40 bucks for a Venom album on import because it's like,
Yeah.
holy shit, that's brutal. And luckily, it was good.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, there's some that are automatic for sure. Well,
Mhm.
you've released one song so far, and all the comments I saw on your guys' page has been extremely supportive, very excited. I'm sure that feels good to be able to see, assuming that you guys do go. It looked like Chris was going through the comments, but assuming that you guys do discuss the comments and go through the comments and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll go through. I can't look at a lot because I don't have a Facebook or Instagram or anything. My social media is YouTube. So I'm getting some comments there.
Yeah.
I did a crappy playthrough of the song on guitar, and it instead of being landscape, it went this way. So you can't even see what I'm playing. You just see the
Oh,
neck of the guitar. And it
darn
turned it
it.
around. It turned it around, so I'm left-handed. I'm like, what the hell's going on? So I put it up anyway, and it's got good feedback. Dumb.
They're like, wow, he's really amped up his
Mm,
his way of playing. He
yeah, I'm
played it upside
left-handed.
down to the others.
Yep. I'll have to fix that.
What initially inspired you to play? I know Kiss was a big part of it, but what initially was what you wanted to pick up the guitar for? And when did you realize that this is what you got to do for a living? Like you were like, I made it.
Yeah, my older brother always had the cool albums. Anything from like Chicago to Emerson, Lake and Palmer, and of course he had Kiss Alive. And I always tell people it was a dub on cassette, so I didn't know what they looked like. I just liked the
Which
music.
is crazy because most people fell in love with them because of the look. So that's really
Right.
interesting.
Yeah, they had a heavy edge to them,
Yeah.
especially after putting on my brother's Chicago album and then putting on Kiss.
Yeah.
So,
Chicago, Emerson, Lake, and Palmer to Kiss is definitely a ship.
yep. And luckily, my dad had an acoustic guitar because my mom and dad were both musical.
Oh, okay.
So I just tried to play his guitar, broke all the strings, so he had to get me one at a farm auction. He got me some Swedish Hagstrom made guitar,
Oh,
which got
interesting.
stolen, but that got me going.
Oh, gosh dang.
Playing along with Kiss albums and then playing along with Venom albums. And we were all kind of working at the same drywall company while the albums were being recorded and released. And by Butchered at Birth, it was 91, and we got a tour of Europe, and we just took off and never went back to drywall. I do some around the house, and it comes out terrible, but yeah, that was it. 91, we're out. See ya.
Then did you know at that point that this was going to be a lifelong career for you, or were you just kind of
Yeah.
day by day hoping?
Yeah, I when I was a kid, my first band was going to be called Kiss 2. So I was like, I'm doing this no matter what.
Yeah, I love it.
And once you go to Europe, the farther east you go, the more it's kind of a rock star status. So if you're signing
Yeah.
autographs, it's like, oh man, I don't even know how to do an autograph.
Did you
So
practice it after that? Did you try to
yeah,
nail it?
after that, I was like, this is just my signature. I gotta make something that looks cool. So I was like
Right.
looking like Ace Frehley's autograph, trying to do that, or Gene Simmons, something like that. Mhm.
Awesome. You're signing their names instead of yours.
Yeah, once you're signing CDs, it's like, whoa, okay, I think we're good.
Yeah,
Keep
that's
writing.
cool. Well, a lot of people, really want to have that experience and don't ever, get to that point. I mean, it's a small percentage. My son is an incredible guitar player and he knows he's just like, I know I have to have something else just for in case. He's going into audio engineering, but he's like, I want to play on stage and he has the talent, but he knows that it's not that easy. So it's cool that you knew it and got to do it
Yeah, it's a different era nowadays. I
for
wouldn't know
sure.
how to break in. It's
Yeah.
like Job for a Cowboy got in because they had a certain number of social media followers. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
What if they don't even like the music?
Right. Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
it is very different for sure
Yeah.
nowadays.
Your
Has
Spotify plays.
right. So has that been like a shock to the system for you going from one extreme to the or not extreme, it wasn't extreme before to this extreme
As far as like
as far
what?
as how music has changed is and how people consume it, how people get to it,
Yeah.
how people consume it, all that.
I don't think so. It's easier because I'm
Okay.
still a fan, so I'm all over Bandcamp just looking
Yeah.
for what's cool. I'm
Yeah.
like a person on Netflix who keeps scrolling and scrolling and never watches anything.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah,
Right.
but eventually I find something and I end up with a top 10 or 15 list every year. So
Oh, that's really cool.
already
What
working
are
on this year's.
oh my gosh. We do one every year too, me and my son for Metal Nation, and it
Cool.
stresses me out every single year. Like I will months and months. I don't know why I stress so much about it. I think just because I put so much emotion and heart and soul into it. And then there was one that I had it at position like in the 20s and it ended up moving up to like number 3 or 4 when I listened to it again.
Oh,
So,
within your own list. Okay,
yes.
this is so
Yeah.
good. It's moving up.
Yeah, so yeah, I started listening to it again and it just kept like creeping up and I was like, no, it's got to be higher. It's got to be higher. So I don't
So
know if you go through the same stress level that I do when you do yours.
not really. I just keep listening to them.
Hmm.
And this kind of sticks in my head. This was the best one of the year. And
Hmm.
these two were great, but not quite number one.
Yeah. What are some of your newer favorites?
For 2026, I'm cranking Cemetery Rain. It's uncarbonized.
Okay.
Amazing, amazing riffs, good writing. It's the Street Tombs guys, or actually one of them.
Huh.
It's so good. And then Paganizer put out an album called As Mankind Rots. So
Ooh.
good. So those are already on my 2026 list.
Yeah, and we're just barely into it, so that's awesome that you already have a
Yeah.
couple.
Mhm.
Yeah. So when you are writing lyrics, I'm assuming you're a horror movie fan. Do you
Mhm.
also watch true crime?
Yeah.
There's
That's
so much out there.
I know that's come up a lot in interviews. It was like the back in the day, it was like, oh, I got a copy of Evil Dead, and now it's like, oh, I'm watching five different true crime channels.
Yeah.
So yeah, a couple of these songs were from just stuff that I would watch on TV, documentaries, and it just ends up in songs. Just if I just hear a quote, that's pretty much all I need to get going on a topic.
Makes sense. Has there been a favorite either docu-series or documentary that you've watched recently? I really like them too, so.
I can't think of one. I think there's a series called Crime in Progress that's on now.
Oh.
It's not too true crime. It's all like body cam stuff,
Oh, okay.
but there's some gruesome stuff on there. And First 48 is always great. And there's like what 20 seasons.
Oh my gosh, it's so fascinating, but also like starts to get so unnerving.
Hmm.
There's so much out there that's happened, and I saw a thing that said, um, what if you like got brutally murdered and your murder was a boring one, so you, it was one of them that people skipped in the
Oh
series.
yeah, I know. We tried to get on hoarders once because we had a lady on my dad's property who was hoarding like scrap metal and garbage and stuff.
Oh.
And we sent it into hoarders. They're like, nope, not crazy enough.
Oh, right. Yeah. There's always gonna be someone that's yeah, doing or whatever
Yeah.
crazier things. Do you ever get like squeamish when it comes to seeing things or no?
Nope. Only if it's animals, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. Isn't that funny? Like
Yeah.
we can watch like on in movies and stuff, humans die and we're like, meh, and then animals we're like, don't you dare touch that animal,
Right,
especially
exactly.
dogs.
Yeah, kill all the people you want. Save the
Right?
animals.
Right.
That started in that movie Volcano with Tommy Lee Jones when everybody was getting killed by the volcano and they had to go back for the dog. I was like, wow, they should do that in every movie.
Right? Gosh, I haven't seen that movie in a long time. I should go, but since it sounds like the dog lives, and maybe it's one I can watch.
Yeah, yeah, they got it. They wouldn't put the movie out if they left the dog behind.
Hey, it would be a riot.
Right?
Um, so along the way of this whole journey that you've taken, has there been big learning lessons or inspirational times that you feel like has shifted your perspective?
I don't think so. A while ago, I learned that traveling was probably the best thing about touring. It was like, sure,
Yeah.
playing to a crowd is cool, but you have 23 hours of the day to see the city.
Yes.
So
Where are
if
some of your favorite places?
we got to Paris and somebody was like, Jim Morrison's grave is right down there. So we dragged Glenn Benton down to see Jim Morrison's grave because you could walk to it.
Paris.
Yeah,
I didn't know he was buried there. How bizarre.
yeah. Jim Morrison is there, and it's like a huge cemetery of poets and
Oh,
regalities.
oh, that's
But yeah,
cool.
of course, you get to the Eiffel Tower and everything like that. I did Australia interviews yesterday, so I'm like, what's your favorite part of Australia? I said Perth, because you get to the west coast and it's on the Indian Ocean and the beach it goes forever and it's white sand. Bon Scott's from there. So
Oh, oh, that's
yep.
cool. I just
Yeah. I mean,
interviewed, so on the opposite side, I just interviewed Youngie from King Parrot, who's Australian
mm,
last week, I think it was.
mm. Yeah, you could
On the
do
flip side of things.
a travel series.
Right. Yeah, that would be so cool. You should while you're on the road. That would be super neat. Show people
Mhm.
different areas that they might not necessarily see without. So that'd be
Yeah,
cool.
there are good ones and there are bad ones.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah,
It's like, are
I'm
we gonna
sure.
park in this alley? We cannot park in this alley behind this club.
We see way too many people get their stuff stolen. Let's not be one
Yeah,
of those bands.
yeah.
Oh,
Druggies
geez.
hanging out. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That'd be unnerving for sure. Because the unpredictability, not necessarily because they're bad people, but it's a very unpredictable situation.
Mhm.
Something I like to ask everybody because I think it's really important. What are some things that you do for your mental health, for self-care to keep yourself balanced?
Hmm. I can't think of anything. I do kind of, I'd like to ride my mountain bike on tour, and if it's warm enough at home, I'll take that to the store instead of my truck.
Yeah, smart.
So I don't like to exercise, but if I go somewhere and happen to get some exercise, that helps.
Yeah, for sure.
And the
So
fresh air.
so you take it, do you take it like to other countries as well?
Man, I wish I could. I don't make
Yeah.
a fold up bike that's small enough to put in a suitcase.
Oh, true. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you'd have to rent a bike, I guess, wherever you were, because I think Scotland would be a really cool place to bike around.
Yeah, I've tried like skateboard and even rollerblades when they were still acceptable, but it's too much cobblestone. How are you gonna rollerblade on
Oh,
that?
it's a good point. Yeah, you're gonna be eating stones over
Yeah,
and over and over again.
yeah. So I
So
just
I bet,
learned, yeah, hop on the bus that's going outside the club if you're in Europe because it's coming right back the other way. Can't
yeah,
get lost. Yeah.
right. Makes sense. Do you get nervous before releases still? I know we got
Mm,
just really small amount of time left.
this is probably the least nervous. It's
Good.
kind of came together all on its own and it's coming out on its own. And it's like, eh. uh, we do enjoy the feedback, but yeah, this is kind of like, here it comes because it's number three.
Right, yeah. And one more quick question. You, I'm sure, recognize and realize that you're an icon in the metal scene. Has that been something that has been weird for you because you have people that you grew up with that were your icons? Is that weird to be in that position now?
Not really. I try to give people advice if they want it
Yeah,
and be very humble with people
yeah.
because I naturally am. If somebody's wanting a picture or just to talk for a minute. That's at least that you owe them.
Oh, I love that perspective. That's a wonderful perspective to have. Well,
Mm.
thank you so much for taking this time with me. I know you're super busy. Congrats on the upcoming release. It's a
Cool.
super fun one. I absolutely love the ending of it, and I hope that everybody else agrees.
Cool. Thanks for the compliments. And thanks
Yeah,
everybody out there for your support.
thanks. Have a good day.
Cool. See you on tour.
Yes. Bye bye.